You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Oh, you can handle the truth. Welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. Folks, things are going great. Former Patreon guerrilla supporters, the Prepared Mind Network. Guess what? We've got great solutions, and they're coming. Have no fear. If you paid the year-long annual due all up front, we're going to make everything right. We will fix this problem, and we're going to charge forward. Folks, disinformation, misinformation, malinformation, it's all a bunch of crap coming out of the government. And it's going to get far, far worse. That's why we need you to be in the game. Now, being prepared, it's about food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense. It's about all those things, but it's also about our minds, the prepared mind. If you don't have information, facts, free thought, and free speech, you can't be fully prepared. So that's why I implore you, not only waking ourselves up, not only informing ourselves, but helping others. Hit the thumbs up button so YouTube sees how popular this is. Hit the share button and share that internet address. Now, a letter was released and it reveals President Joe Biden's failed, quote, disinformation governance board. Remember that thing? That's right, folks. They were making plans to censor all Americans who oppose them. And anything they say can be disinformation or misinformation or malinformation, right? The Disinformation Governance Board was not, is not, never was, never will be about protecting facts or the truth or our rights. It was, and if it is to become a real governing body with authority, it will lie to us, silence us, the people. It will exist to silence and ultimately to punish, folks, individual thought, which is the very root of freedom. Now, please follow me here. The individual mind influences other people, and the government, like with its policing and taxing authority, hates competition and will use force, the threat of force, and violence to remove competition and opposition, right? Now, standing in the breach, the gap, is the First Amendment, sacred in its explicit demand that we all have the absolute right to free speech regarding morality, politics, and anything we want. Even if the speaker is somewhat or fully incorrect, we're still allowed to speak so we can think. Now, because lies exist and facts can be hidden, destroyed, or falsified, no institution, public or private, folks, public meaning corporate or private, public meaning government or private meaning corporations, no institution should have any authority over the word, the mind, or body of another human, right? If the Disinformation Governance Board becomes a reality, the end goal, folks, the end goal is the same as that of the communists and their agenda. That has already been written, and we know how it ends. The steps to take are laid out, folks, by the most evil men who thought, wrote, and spoke of the techniques for abominable control of humanity through mind control. The communists showed the way, folks. They showed the path to take, and the graves of over 100 million people are evidence of their work. Currently, they use shame, fear, and, well, they're beginning to punish us, right? My support of your rights to understand what is happening in this world and get prepared, my freedom of speech, freedom of association, freedom of religious beliefs, and to practice the same are why YouTube is giving me strikes, why Patreon tried punishing me, and why the government desires to silence me. So I'm going to say to you now, join me, man. Speak up. You can speak silently by sharing all the Prepared Mind Network videos with others. You can speak to politicians in DC with emails, texts, HTML comment pages, petitions, or by picking up the phone. And by actually using your voice and telling those idiots what they better do versus the sneaky crap they think they are getting away with. I love telling them, we see what you're doing. We understand it. You're not fooling us. Yeah. We see everything. We comprehend everything. We understand everything that Washington, D.C. is doing, and these corporations, these woke-ass corporations, the government is acting in an anti-American fashion, folks, and in evil ways very often. And we see it. We see it in schools, universities, on the street. We hear about it in courtrooms. We're not idiots. We see it. There will be an absolute failure, folks, in their efforts, a rejection of them and their laws, and a judgment against them for all that they are doing. Now, temporarily pronouncing themselves the true morality, the true intelligentsia, true and absolute authority, right? And that they're the universal sovereign, right? This is only temporary. And they will absolutely fail ultimately, folks. Ultimately. Join the network of freedom here. Spread the word. Use your voice. It truly is our most powerful weapon against tyranny. It is more powerful than a gun, folks. That's why they're coming after it so hard, right? It's called America, and the rules are right there in the Constitution. Oh, it is incredible, folks. Incredible. Not that, I want to say anything about the the Second Amendment not being a powerful weapon, but it starts with the voice, folks. It starts with your voice. Now, get this. Formerly known as the Washington Redskins National Football League team, the now Washington Commanders, their defensive coordinator, Coach Jack Del Rio, he decided to use his First Amendment voice. And he dropped a bomb on Nancy Pelosi and all the minions of scum in D.C. because he spoke out against the planned BS Congress 10-cent sideshow over the January 6th BS lie insurrection. He went public, folks, this week, and he told reporters, quote, "I can look at images on TV. People's livelihoods are being destroyed. Businesses are being burned down. No problem. And then we have a dust up at the Capitol. Nothing burned down. And we're going to make that a major deal?" He points out, folks, right? Compare 275 BLM riots and Antifa riots in the Summer of Love versus one police-induced riot on January 6th. Billions in damage versus, Antifa and FBI agents on January 6th breaking some doors and glass. Big difference. One, the Democrats call good. The other one they say is intolerable violence. Good job, Coach. Way to exercise your free speech and use your brain. You bet. Now, understand, everyone, this man is choosing free speech over a massive salary as a professional sports coach. Odds are he's going to be fired. Wherever he goes, he needs to be applauded and supported for speaking up and sacrificing his income. More Americans, folks, need to follow his lead. Since most of us don't hold positions of power and won't be fired, folks, this war is real. I am engaged in it on a daily basis. I have been punished for it because I'm out in front. But you folks are right here with me, right next to me. And I want you to stay there. I want you to speak your mind, not calling for violence or anything illegal, right? But speak your mind. That is what they're trying to stop with the Disinformation Governance Board and their attempt at a social media, shall we say, credit score, where you can be punished, right? This war is real, folks. Wars always start with words, and they always, folks, end in bullets. I'm not asking for it. They are. I'm not trying to take away their free speech. They're trying to take away ours. I'm not trying to force them to believe as I do, but they're trying to force us to believe as they do. And they, folks, I don't like their morality. I don't like their agenda. I don't like their plans. Chance favors the prepared mind. Get your food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense. Get it together. Get it together now, as quickly as you can, as safely as you can, without, risking your life or losing your job. Get ready, though, folks. This is nasty, right? And it's going to get far worse. Thank you for supporting us. Go to thepreparedmind.club and see what we have there to help you get prepared. And I'll see you next time. Semper Fi. Godspeed.